Hi, this is LeetCode question 26, remove duplicate elements from sorted array. So given an integer array nums sorted in non-decreasing order, remove the duplicates in place such that the unique elements appear only once. The relative order of the elements should be kept the same. So they give us an integer array. It's already sorted. However, it's sorted uh, with duplicates. So what they want us to do is they want us to uh, display all the integers at the beginning of the array on the left side of the array, and they can't be duplicated. So in this case, 112, it has to be 12, and then they want us to return whatever the size of the non-duplicated integers are. So here there are two different integers, and they're unique, so I'll put 2. And they don't care what the rest of the array is. Like after it's been sorted with unique numbers, it doesn't matter what's on the right side of the array. Uh, as it says over here, it doesn't matter what you leave beyond the return k. And k is the output, by the way. So in this case, there's a bunch of numbers from 0 to 4. So they want us want the output to be 0 to 4 on the left side of the array. On the right side, I don't care. And since there are 5 unique numbers, the output must be 5. So it has to be both of them, right? If you only output 5 and don't shift the numbers to the left side of the array, you won't get a correct answer. So you have to have the right output and the right array, and it must be done on the array it's given. So you can't create a new array. So that's a prompt. I'm gonna go to my Eclipse because that's where I like to code. Okay, so this is my Eclipse. I initialized an integer array. This is actually the one from the prompt. And then I print out whatever the remove duplicates method does. I start out by initiating a variable called count, and I set it to 1, and then I go through the whole array to check if nums.I is not equal to nums.I plus 1. But before I go into that, I want to show you guys why I did nums.length minus 1, and that's because whenever the program gets to the end of the array, for example, when it gets to 4, inside if statements, it tries to check whatever I plus 1 is, and there is no I plus 1, right? I is equal to 4, and I plus 1 is actually indexed out of bounds, and this is what the error is given right here. So if I delete this, save it, run, it'll give me index out of bounds, but if I do a minus 1, it will run. So that's why it's minus 1. So inside if statement, let's copy this, throw it over here, and let's go through what my code is doing. So nums count, which is 1 right now, and the reason I set count to 1 is because count at 0 can't be a duplicated integer, because there are no integers that are equal to them before him, right? There are no previous integers before nums 0. So we start at count equaling to 1. So we set nums count is equal to, if they are not equal to each other, if two elements are not equal to each other, then do nums whatever count is equal to I plus 1. And then we increment count, and that's what we're returning at the end. So let's go, this is I plus 1, they are equal to each other. So don't do anything. These two are not equal to each other, so set nums1, which is what count is right now, is equal to I plus 1, which is 1. So we delete this, throw a 1 here, and then we compare these two. They are equal to each other. These two are equal to each other. These two are not equal to each other. So it must be a new integer. And so nums count 2, which is what count is right now because we incremented it by 1, is equal to I plus 1. And I plus 1 is this 2. Oops, is this number over here? And count at 2 is this number over here, this third 0, 1, 2. So now we compare 2 and 2. They're not equal. I mean, they are equal to each other. These two are not equal to each other. Count at 3 is equal to I plus 1. I plus 1 is equal to 3, coincidentally. So this is 3. And then we compare 3 and 3. They are equal to each other. 3 and 4 are not equal. So count at 4 is equal to 4. So this is the end of how the array looks at the end. I can show you guys this out. Arrays dot toString integer nums. Okay. What's the problem? What? Remove duplicate. What? Oh, sorry. I'm trying to return something. I'm trying to print something after returning. I can't do that. So let me print out the string. It's going to be the same thing as it is over here. And the reason for that is because they don't care what the rest of the array is after the k, and k is equal to 5, because that's the number of unique integers in the array. So it might look weird, but that's totally acceptable. That's what they want us to do, because they don't really care what it is after k. After k. So I'm gonna delete this and then throw it in LeetCode and see what pops out. I'm gonna run it, and it's accepted. So let's submit for them to test other test cases. So there we go. Faster than 88.71% of the submissions. If you guys want a copy of this code, there is going to be a link in the description of the video for my to my GitHub, so you can just copy and paste it if you like. If you guys have any questions, please let me know in the description below. And that's it. Thank you guys for watching. See you next time.